And I feel like a lot of the jobs that are available right now, it's not jobs for people that need like a first time job.
COVID-19 is a health crisis, but it's also hitting the job market and the overall economy. The Bureau of Labor Statistics report the U.S. unemployment rate was at a low point until March, when COVID-19 became a global pandemic. The jobless rate skyrocketed to 14.7% in April, the highest since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Finding a job is tough for new graduates like Lauren Park.
Well, like right now, I know like some of the jobs that I've contacted, they only want people that they've like hired in the past, so that way they don't have to like waste time to train them because like they just don't have the time to like do that anymore. Or they want people they already like know what they're doing.
New Mexico's jobless rate was 6.3% in March, but rose 5 points to 11.3% in April. New Mexico State University economics professor Dr. Chris Erickson.
So the impact of COVID-19 has been extreme and dramatic. If you look at the national economy, we've seen a drop in jobs of about 20 million jobs. Now, it's a very rapid, very dramatic drop off in employment, driven by the self quarantine and the lockdown that were implemented in various states across the country.
Making matters worse for New Mexico, one of the state's top industries has been most impacted by the crisis.
And of course, the industry that has been the hardest hit in Doña Ana County, and I think this is true all the way around the country, I know it's statewide, and I think nationally too, and that's been the entertainment and leisure industry, which includes, importantly, restaurants.
The New Mexico Labor Market Review showed that leisure and hospitality reported a loss of 44,000 jobs. Education and health services fell by 10,300. Trade, transportation, and utilities was down 9,300, while retail decreased by 8,500, and professional and business services was down 7,700 jobs. Roseanne Bensley, Associate Director of Career Services at New Mexico State University, gives advice to job seekers during these unprecedented times.
One of the number one ways to do that is through LinkedIn. Do some informational interviewing, talk to those people, and don't just say, I need a job, but ask them about how they're thriving, how they're adjusting, and what recommendations do they give in terms of knowledge, skills, and abilities that would make you more employable with that organization.
Something to try for job seekers like Lauren Park, who hasn't been successful by simply searching for jobs online.
And so it's kind of harder to like find out what's still available and things like that, because I've been mainly like searching off like Indeed and like job sites like that, and sometimes they're not always like the most up to date, and like all the different things that you go through kind of like don't respond too fast enough, so I haven't like gone in yet for anything like that.
While times are tough now, Erickson says the economy might recover quickly if scientists discover a cure for COVID-19.
We are going to see the markets come back very, very rapidly. I anticipate that we'll be back to full employment in a period of around 6 months once there's a cure.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported non-farm payroll employment rose by 2.5 million jobs in May as the economy began to reopen. But Erickson says many businesses are undergoing a dramatic change.
What we've seen is we've already seen a restructuring in the economy towards online, towards the virtual, and away from the physical.
And Roseanne Bensley says job seekers will have to adapt to those changes.
Everything that I've read have really boiled down to some very basic concepts of life. Be flexible, be adaptable, ask questions, seek out peers or other support people.
For job seekers like Lauren Park, the new normal isn't easy.
I feel like it's definitely harder just because all of the like safety requirements that they have to like make sure that they're following now, and the fact is like just like having to like train people now is a lot harder because like there just like isn't the time for that because like the capacity limits with everything.
And experts expect the recovery to take a while. As the economy reopened in May, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported non-farm employment was still 13% below February levels. For KRWG Public Media, I'm Xavier Dominguez.